Welcome back to another video on ARK Ascended Official PvE. We are gonna do all the Gamma boss fights on official PvE on the island. For the veteran ARK players, this is probably not a whole lot of new information, but you can see what kind of stats you need, and maybe we do the fights in a way you would like to do them as well. For the new players or players that have never done boss fights, this video will give the perfect example of how to do the fights without breeding or crazy stats. As you can already see, they made some great changes and your loot will be in a supply drop. Thank you for this wild card. This is a great addition. But let's get into the fights. We start off with Gamma Broodmother. We're taking in 2 Megatheriums with 15k health, 450 melee, a 124 saddle and a 62 saddle. I also brought veggie cakes for them, but they don't even work on Megatheriums. We're also bringing 1 stego with 19k health, a 124 saddle and veggie cakes. For Gamma Brood, you're gonna need the artifact of the Clever, Massive and Hunter. My gear is not really important for this fight. What is important is my shotgun. This one has 274% damage, and if you bring 200 shells, that'll be enough. When we go into the fight, my tribe mates on the Megatheriums run towards the spider instantly to kind of block it from coming towards me. They both take a different side on the Broodmother to make sure the small spiders don't slip through towards me. This gives me all the opportunity to keep shotgunning the boss. I'm speeding up the video because we don't want to watch a solid 5 minutes of shooting the shot. We ended the fight with 10 minutes left on the timer. I used about 150 shotgun shells. The Megatheriums barely got touched and the stego didn't lose any health. The base stats of the Megatheriums are displayed in their names if you're curious about those. Don't forget to grab your loot crate, and let's get into the Megapithecus fight. We do the Gamma Megapithecus fight with 3 stegos and shotguns. The stegos have around 12 to 15k health and they all have 12 to 16 veggie cakes each. They're all carrying a 124 saddle. Gear wise, we have some fur pieces for the cold and we're bringing some Freya curry and map brews for the cold. The shotguns are more important, one with 274 damage and 2 primitive. 200 shotgun shells each is enough. For the Gamma Megapithecus, you need the artifact of the Brood, Devourer and the Pack. When we go into the fight, I speed it up a little bit because the stegos are super slow. The tankiest stego goes in first to grab the aggro of the boss. This gives me and my other tribe mate the opportunity to walk up on the cliff on the left and shoot down on the boss to get his aggro. You can see the tankiest stego going first, and we instantly take a left. When we're upon the cliff, we start shotgunning the Megapithecus. This way it aggroes on us, and my third tribe mate can walk around as well. We keep shotgunning from the cliff. Keep in mind that the Megapithecus can go up on this cliff sometimes, but then you just kite him off again. We finish the fight with 14 minutes left. Don't forget to grab your loot out of the supply drop, and let's get into the Gamma Dragon fight. We do the Gamma Dragon fight with 3 stegos. These stegos have around 15 to 21k health, 124 saddles and 10 veggie cakes each. Gear wise, I'm wearing full Ascendant flag except for the chest, and we bring Shadow Steak and Kalian soup for the hot weather and map brews for the fireballs. The shotguns we are bringing are 298 and 274 damage and 1 primitive. 400 rounds each is enough, but that also depends on your shotguns. For the Gamma Dragon fight you need the following artifacts: Cunning, Immune, Skylord and Strong. When we enter the fight, we instantly start shotgunning the dragon. The dragon was super buggy and stayed in the air more than on the ground. This also happened in our beta dragon fight. We just kept shotgunning it and bringing its health down. As you can see here, it's super buggy and it stayed in the air. In the end, it actually landed, and I can show you what to do then. One person on the stego blocks the dragon from walking forward. This stego took a couple of bites, but the health loss isn't even worth mentioning. It was a bare minimum. The other two people kept shotgunning, and we made it. While shotgunning, I also want to tell you I'm streaming multiple days per week on Twitch, so if you're interested in streams, check out my Twitch channel Gingerella with 3 A's in the end. The link will be in the description. Don't forget to grab your loot crate. And as you can see, my primitive flag took quite the beating because of the fireballs. I definitely recommend bringing some decent flag. We've already reached the end of the video. If you don't know how to get the artifacts, check out my other videos and you'll know soon enough. I hope this was useful. Don't forget to like or maybe even share and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.